Hi, Dr. Devin Moran here with Carolina Spine and Sport, and I'm going to show you a treatment plan that we give someone for hip pain. So here we are at Chiropractic Clinic, so we will start every visit with a chiropractic adjustment. The chiropractic adjustment is when we put you into those kind of crazy positions and you hear that popping noise. That is the best method for pain relief. So we will use that for every visit just to relieve pain. And then afterwards, we usually go to rehab. So I'm going to show you some of those rehab exercises that we use. The first one is just a breathing exercise. So the reason breathing exercise is so important is a lot of people with hip pain, they have it because their hips are dumped forward, and we want to pull it back into a neutral position. And this breathing exercise is perfect for that. So you can get down, put your feet on a ball, and then press down with your feet. Okay, so when you're pressing down with your feet, this is tilting the pelvis back into its neutral position. Then you're gonna blow out like you're blowing out your birthday candles. So when you're blowing out like that, it's lowering the ribs and putting everything in a nice stacked position. This nice stacked position is how you want your body to be so you won't have pain. Okay, so you're gonna push down and blow. You do that for about 10 breaths, and that is your first take-home exercise for rehab. For the next one that you'll do when you come in, again, you'll always have the chiropractic adjustment, but then we'll use a harder exercise. So for this one, push up on a wall, raise your legs, and then you're gonna blow out like you're blowing out your birthday candles, and you're gonna lower that leg. That's just a little bit more of an advanced exercise because now you're disassociating the hips from the body. You want to keep that pelvis nice and neutral, nice and steady while moving your legs. Okay, then the next exercise that we'll give you is a supported leg lower. And this one is harder because the other one was a short lever. This is a long lever, so it just makes it a little bit harder. So you're gonna support, a little bit tight, put some tension into it, blow out your birthday candles, and lower. Again, it's making it harder because it's a long lever, but it's still disassociating that hip, the legs, from the pelvis. It's the most important thing to do. And since we're always in this flexed position, we're always keeping our pelvis and the opposite of what it usually is. Instead of being it this way, we're pulling it forward. But for this next exercise, now that we've done so much training to pull that pelvis back, we're gonna do a plank, buoyant, and then with the hip extension. So the plank is hard because now you gotta keep that nice neutral position while extending the hip, okay? So, nice plank, and then you're just gonna go straight up. Just like that. So now you're getting some extension into that hip while keeping a neutral spine. The next exercise that we'll do is a deadlift. So you'll step on a band and pull straight up, and then you're really working on the hip hinge and posterior weight shift. So you're gonna hip hinge, posterior weight shift, and then come down, up, just like that. This is just making it a little bit harder, putting a lot of load in the hips, and working on everything that we've already worked on. Our last rehab exercise that we'll do, and this is, see what we're doing is we have a kettlebell now. Now we're in the fitness realm. It's pretty much a strength training exercise. So this is how going from chiropractic to training is just flows perfectly. So you can go down, grab your kettlebell, and then straight up. You see how rehab and personal training go so hand in hand, so close together. That's your last exercise that we'll probably give you. And then if you're pain-free, we'll move you into a personal training program if you'd like. And again, we'll do a lot of this same stuff. So we'll be strengthening the hips. We'll be fixing on that core, making sure that you're not anterior pelvic tilting all the time, keeping a nice neutral pelvis, all of that in our personal training programs. So that's how pretty much our business works. You'll go from chiropractic in pain, going through adjustments, going through rehab, start doing strengthening exercise until you get all the way up to hard exercises. Then you go into a personal training program. All right, thanks guys.